Within the last few hours, we have learned that one firefighter was hurt but is going to be okay. We've also learned that the building is partly owned by the city and partly privately owned. Now, the Richmond fire chief telling us the private owner did receive several warnings and a citation for unsafe building violations. We still have crews out there tonight, fire crews. They are also still out there working to put out hot spots. Gwyneth Falloon has been following this story for us all day today. Gwen, we learned a firefighter was hurt. How is he doing, obviously, and what are crews doing right now behind you?
Adam, I am told by Fire Chief Tim Brown, the firefighter that was injured has already been treated and released from Reed Hospital. As far as what's going on here, this is still very much an active scene. Let's show you a look at what we're seeing. You can see the smoke and the orange flames still very much visible. We can hear and we've seen heavy machinery coming through, helping to put out the blaze. Now, we do know that this all started with a semi truck that caught fire. I am told it was full of unknown plastics. Like you guys mentioned, though, the state fire marshal did confirm that those are toxic. Now, as we just reported, the building is partly owned by the city as well as a private owner, and that private owner has received several warnings as well as a citation for unsafe building violations. We spoke with both the state fire marshal and the fire chief. Take a listen. Thick black smoke could be seen for miles above the city of Richmond, and tonight concerns for those living near the scene.
The smoke is definitely toxic, and so I know we've put out an evacuation or within a half mile, I believe is what it is.
Crews dispatched around 2 this afternoon, and it was all hands on deck as the flames grew bigger. Investigators tell us it started with a semi-fire near the plastic recycling center downtown.
It was full of plastics. The semi-trailer had plastics piled up against it, and then there was piles of plastic all around.
The EPA and State Department of Environmental Management are now on scene.
They're waiting on equipment to test the air qualities here to see if there's anything that we need to be concerned about. Of course, burning plastic does put off some type of toxin. Is it harmful directly? We're going to find that out.
Brown warns crews will be on scene for the next several days. He tells me firefighters only had one access point, but says the fire is partially contained.
We have the fire contained from the railroad to Northwest 2nd here to Northwest 5th.
Now, crews are still on scene, and as we wait for the EPA and the Indiana Department of Environmental Management air quality test results, they are holding the half-mile evacuation in place. Those who do not want to evacuate, they're being asked to shelter in place. Now, this is still an active scene, and we're going to continue to follow this story and bring you the latest as it becomes available. Back to you.